Chapter 12, Dreams of Conflict, A Quest for Harmony. As the night's tendrils wrapped around Sophie, she descended into a dream, a realm where the boundaries of reality and imagination intertwined. In this surreal tapestry, she found herself within the confines of a sleek car, engaged in a spirited conversation with the UK-China Business Development Director. The dialogue centered on the profound impact of social media on business strategies, with AI as its driving force. Sophie enthusiastically, isn't it incredible, AI and social media have redefined how businesses connect with their audience. We're on the cusp of a new era in brand promotion, and I'm excited to explore its endless possibilities. Nodding, indeed, Sophie. The digital landscape has undergone a seismic shift. Crafting a strong online presence is paramount for businesses aiming to thrive in this era. Authentic engagement and community building have become our strongest allies. Amid the exchange, a stranger approached the car, his demeanor exuding charm and confidence. He interjected, his words dripping with admiration for our discourse on AI and social media. Smiling, I couldn't help but overhear your conversation. Your insights on AI and social media are truly remarkable. A rare blend of intellect and vision. Intrigued yet wary, Sophie studied the man, sensing an air of manipulation lurking beneath his charismatic exterior. Her intuition sounded an alarm, recognizing his hidden agenda. Sophie polite yet cautious, thank you for your kind words. We're in the midst of a private discussion about business strategies. I appreciate your interest. A flicker of discomfort crossed the man's face, but his determination remained unshaken. He persisted in trying to engage Sophie, skillfully weaving his charms. Leaning closer, Sophie, your aura is captivating. I'm eager to connect on a personal level. Perhaps we could explore exciting ventures together. An invisible thread of unease tightened within Sophie. This man's behavior mirrored the patterns of a covert narcissist, someone adept at manipulation and control. Resolute in her boundaries, Sophie responded firmly. Sophie steadfastly, I'm flattered by your interest, but my focus remains on fostering authentic professional connections. I must decline, I hope you understand. Undeterred, the man persisted, the veneer of charm slipping slightly in his determination to ensnare her. Insistent, you're a rare find, Sophie. Allow me to show you a world beyond the ordinary, where our collaboration could yield extraordinary results. Sophie's awareness sharpened, her intuition recognizing the tactics of a manipulator. Despite her polite yet firm dismissal, he continued his pursuit. Sensing an urgent need to escape, Sophie excused herself from M's company and sped away in the car, finding solace within the walls of a nearby mall. Navigating the bustling corridors, Sophie's senses heightened as she felt his presence persistently tailing her. She needed to lose him, to reclaim her peace of mind. Sophie determined, I won't be his prey. I need to outmaneuver him and break free. She maneuvered through the crowd, threading through the labyrinthine pathways, her heart pounding with urgency. But he was relentless, an ever-present shadow. Fate seemed to conspire against Sophie as she found herself in a dead-end hallway, the man closing in, his intentions ominous. Fear prickled at her skin, yet she refused to succumb to his manipulative schemes. Sophie resolute, stay away. I'm not falling for your tactics. I won't be controlled. Undeterred by Sophie's resistance, he lunged forward, attempting to wrench open the car door and forcibly remove Sophie. His declaration of love and protection mirrored the initial love bombing, a classic narcissist ploy. Sophie shouting, help! Somebody, please! Sophie's desperate cries fell on indifferent ears, the world around her seeming to tune out her distress. Panic surged, but within Sophie, a tenacious flame burned. In a final confrontation, eyes locked in a fierce struggle. Determination radiated from Sophie as she continued to scream for help, refusing to be silenced. And then, just as hope wavered, the dream's grip relinquished. Sophie awoke, heart pounding, drenched in sweat, the dream's power fading as reality seeped back in. The dream's significance struck Sophie with a force she couldn't ignore. It resonated with her real-life encounter with Georgina, a once close friend and mentor, whose influence had left a mark on her journey. Sophie's history with Georgina spanned years, marked by a collaborative venture focusing on a platform introducing international products to Asia. Together, they had navigated the complex waters of business, building connections and forging relationships that were integral to their success. However, as time passed, their journey reached an impasse. Changes in their personal lives and shifting priorities led to an amicable separation from their collaborative venture. Despite the separation, both Sophie and Georgina remained influential figures in the community, and their interactions continued to ripple through the tightly knit network they had built. Without the platform that had once been their common ground, Sophie found herself at a crossroads, needing to consider new strategies and directions for her professional endeavors. The chapter of their partnership had closed, but the story of their individual paths was far from over. As Sophie faced her second marriage ending, her relationship with Georgina turned sour. During this difficult time, Georgina resorted to a veiled threat that would change everything between them. Under her pressure, Sophie reluctantly agreed to sign divorce papers with her ex-spouse, Jason. This pivotal moment marked a lasting shift in their connection. From then on, Sophie chose to keep a respectful distance, a way to protect herself. On the day of the divorce, Sophie sent a text message to Georgina, complying with her request. "Hi Georgina, I have signed the divorce papers. I will leave Jason alone from now on." This message was a testament to the lengths to which Sophie had gone under Georgina's influence, further deepening the complexity of their relationship. It's essential to understand that Georgina's threats didn't end there. At one point, she even warned Sophie that she might take legal action to claim money she believed Sophie owed her. Additionally, she threatened to report Sophie to the immigration department for supposed illegal work, which added more tension to their relationship. This turn of events cast a dark cloud over their once strong friendship, leaving Sophie in a difficult and uncertain situation. It was as if the writer of this chapter of her life was bored and, to keep it interesting, decided to play a cosmic prank, with a flaming sword of doom, doing an acrobatic act above her head while she looked into the toilet of oblivion with her divorce. The feeling was like having a very sharp and poisonous sword hanging over your exposed heart, dangling by a thread which was on fire, on fire. Sophie couldn't help but wonder if the universe had a particularly twisted sense of humor. A visit to Chili's, Georgina's establishment, exposed another layer of complexity. A business meeting with Con turned tense when the presence of Sharon, affiliated with Georgina, instigated confrontation. Tensions escalated, leading Con and Sophie to exit the establishment, leaving the intensity behind. Con's desire to address the incident lingered, but legal counsel deemed pursuing action challenging. Georgina's subsequent message to Sophie, dissolving their friendship and urging her to avoid Chili's, held a sting. Georgina via messages, "Hi Sophie, I am writing to tell you that I have banned Con from Chili's for life. His drinking on Tuesday night was beyond excessive, and then he drove home. He has also caused trouble with the other guests. You and I have no friendship left, and I would prefer if you don't come to Chili's ever again. Thank you very much for your business so far, but in the future, please do not come. Georgina." Georgina's message added another layer of complexity to an already strained situation, further deepening the rift. One morning, Sophie's phone chimed, indicating a message from Con. He had been watching the Georgina situation closely and felt a strong urge to help resolve the dispute. Con via messages, "Sophie, I appreciate your efforts in trying to bring peace to this situation. I don't want our community to be divided because of misunderstandings. Please let Georgina know that I'm willing to talk and find a peaceful resolution. If she's open to it, I'd like to meet with her and clear the air. I believe we can put this behind us and move forward in harmony." Sophie was heartened by Khan's willingness to engage in dialogue and find a solution. She knew that his intention was genuine, driven by a desire for unity within their community. However, before Sophie could convey Khan's message to Georgina, another message arrived, and it was clear that tensions were still running high on Georgina's end. Georgina *, via messages, Sophie, I am no longer connected on chat with Khan. He sent this to Lau at about 2 a.m. this morning. I don't care about people bad-mouthing me behind my back. If they have nothing else better to do, that is a situation for them. But I sad do care about people who interfere with my family. Please, would you pass on a very simple message to Khan? If he goes near, communicates with, or tries to have anything to do with any of my family members again in the future, it will end very badly for him. This is not a threat of violence, but I will deal with the situation according to the law. I will instruct my lawyers to seek legal remedy. RGD Georgina. Georgina's message was filled with anger and frustration. She made it clear that any attempt by Khan to reach out to her family members would not be tolerated and would result in legal action. Sophie found herself in a delicate position, torn between her desire to facilitate a peaceful resolution and the escalating tensions between Khan and Georgina. She knew that communication was key, but it seemed that the wounds ran deep on both sides. Sophie pondered her next steps, hoping to find a way to bridge the gap and bring about a resolution that would preserve the harmony of their community. Sophie * via messages, Hi Georgina, I spoke with Khan. Khan is telling me that he never had any problems with you, and Khan said that you were a good neighbor for him. Their exchange continued as Sophie conveyed Khan's perspective, an attempt to bridge the widening chasm of misunderstanding. Sophie * via messages, as you know Khan has known Sam for a very long time. Khan didn't know much about Sharon until Sharon created a problem in Fred's bar with Khan. At that time Khan reported this incident to you in the hope that you could understand and talk with him about it. Georgina's response echoed the pain of her past, the scars of a traumatic childhood shaping her deep aversion to alcoholism. Georgina * via messages, we are not talking about 1 or 2 pints, we are talking about huge amounts of alcohol, which endangers the lives of everyone in the community, whether they be foreigners or Asian. He is a danger to society with his drinking and driving. He needs to think about that. I will not apologize for complaining to him about his drinking and driving. Sophie * via messages, Georgina, I know Khan very well, on this point I don't want to argue with you about it, but what you're suggesting isn't true. Khan doesn't have a problem with alcohol and driving, he stays within walking distance to his home if he drinks excessively. As their exchange continued, Sophie's words carried a plea for reconciliation, a desire to find common ground amidst the turmoil. Sophie * via messages, Georgina, we have all lived in this community for a very long time, I just want peace and friendliness, no drama. We talk with each other directly as gentlemen if we have issues, and face our realities privately. Georgina's final message, curt and laden with frustration, underscored the irreparable rupture that had formed. Georgina * via messages, Sophie okay. I know now where you stand on this. Georgina. Sophie * Georgina, my friend, please don't misunderstand me. I just tell you my truths as I see them. As you know, I'm a very authentic person, and my goal is only to help my 2 friends find peace and not cause unnecessary trouble in our small community. Sophie * as I mentioned, I'm under a lot of pressure in this period and really don't have time to get involved in drama. My life is balanced, I have peace, and I will keep it that way. Sophie * why can't you two just respect each other's privacy and leave each other alone? What's wrong with saying sorry? Why is it such a big deal? Sophie * Georgina, as a friend, I'm not criticizing you, but I humbly advise you to focus on finding peace in yourself and not hurt people unnecessarily. Inner healing is difficult to face, especially after watching someone you love shoot themselves. I have compassion and understanding for you, but it's not a good thing to project that trauma onto a close friend who hasn't done anything wrong. Sophie *I invite you for tea at our new factory if you would like to talk and get things off your chest. I'm a good listener, and I'm sure my partners would like to talk to you about foreign trade, business opportunities, and show you the factory expansion. Thank you for immersing yourself in this chapter of The Bag of Dreams by Paul Jolley. I hope you enjoy the other chapters and can offer support with this creative work of self-discovery, empathy, and understanding. Just a reminder, this is a work of fiction. While the author may have drawn inspiration from various sources, any resemblance to actual persons, living or dead, or actual events is entirely coincidentally improbable if a factor of 2 to the power of 276,709 to 1 against and suggest filing legal complaints to Marvin at the Complaints Department of the Sirius Cybernetics Corporation. Disclaimer: according to the Hitchhiker's Guide, Marvin is smart. He's also very annoying. He knows both of these things, and they bother him, but he cannot change either one. Marvin is the coworker you avoid until you absolutely need help with something.